An opportunity to talk with Congressman Andy Biggs, Republican from Arizona, about this. My first question to you, first of all, thank you for being with me on this breaking news and staying through the president's bilateral news conference there with the Italian leader. Is the president right when he says that no Americans to be left in harm's way? This is not a U.S. problem.
Well, I think he's right, and what he's doing is he's redefining U.S. strategy in the Mideast. And what he's doing is, quite frankly, he's allowing natural, what I would, as a realist, I would say is a natural seeking of balance of power. So you have Turkey that's trying to go into Syria and has wanted to go into Syria literally for decades. You've got Syria that wants to remain intact. Russia wants Syria to remain intact. And so it's natural that the YPG, who had been helping us over there, their Syrian branch of the Kurds. And so what you're seeing is the natural balance come to the play. And so Russia's coming in, Syrian troops have come in, and they've taken the one area near Aleppo, and so in that region there where ISIS was. So I think you're going to see some Kobani, that's it.
Right,
and you're going to see this natural balancing take place without the U.S. presence.
You know, let me ask you this, because we heard the president talk about how Russia, you've just said it, Iran would be stepping in. They hate ISIS as much as we do. They're, thousands of miles closer to fight that battle. Normally, when we hear the president talk about Iran, it is not about trusting them to fight anybody who we'd want to fight.
Well, I'm not advocating Iran. I'm just going to tell you what I think is going to happen with Iran.
Okay.
Iran wants to move to the shore and get a foothold at the Mediterranean Sea. They want to actually build a ribbon through there. And that would go through Syria. Syria doesn't want that. Russia doesn't want that. Russia wants to maintain their presence in Syria on the Mediterranean. So I think you actually push Iran a little bit further back out of the picture because of the presence of Russia coming in to side with Syria. Only time will tell, Harris, but that's where I would see might happen.
All right, real quickly, the politics of what the president is doing here, though, making it about what America should want and where we should be. Real quickly, a thought on that, and then I'm going to move on to impeachment and your resolution.
Well, I think what the president's trying to do is what a realist like myself would say is he's trying to let regional balance come in and let the U.S. come out as a geopolitical strategy. I think that's important. I think that it's important for the U.S. to maintain the world's strongest military and a strong military preparedness ready to go. But sometimes we can't overextend. If we overextend, then we get things like a $23 trillion national debt.
The Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, is saying, no, there will not be a full vote on impeachment inquiry, at least not at this point, is what she said. So you have this. Can we scroll? We have looked at all the people who are supporting your resolution. We did this last week with you. We're going to do it again because the names have gotten longer, the list. Your resolution up for discussion, debate, and vote today. Talk to me.
Yeah, so we have about 160 members on right now. Others are still coming on. What we're doing is we've brought a motion to censure Schiff for a whole host of misconduct as the chairman of the Intelligence Committee with relationship to this inquiry that's going on. In the meantime, though, Nancy Pelosi's saying that she's not going to do a formal impeachment inquiry means that this really isn't an impeachment inquiry. It's not even really an oversight committee function. We just don't really know how to define it. The rules are changing every day. They're doing it behind closed doors. This is problematic for the American people. It's problematic for the president. It's problematic for me as a member of Congress because we went down there and tried to get into the Schiff today, see if we could attend the hearing. They would not let us attend the hearing. We asked for the transcript that was done of Volcker. It's done, but they won't give us access to the transcript. We can't represent the American people if we can't see what's going on.
So wait a minute. They won't even let you attend. I just want to make sure I'm understanding this, because this would be several days of this. And what is your strategy? What is the recourse of this? Can you change it?
Well, being in the minority, I mean, we have to use the bully pulpit. And remember, rules here were designed to protect the minority because the majority can do whatever they want if they don't want to adhere to rules. But the rules would allow us to get in there. And the reason Nancy Pelosi does not want to have a formal inquiry is that you would have the rules. So if you look back at the Clinton impeachment inquiry, it was voted on by the floor of the House, but the president had due process, had counsel present. Republicans could subpoena witnesses. And it was open and transparent. It wasn't done behind closed doors. And so if I could just predict what's going to happen is this closed door deal in a few weeks is going to come out and then give some information to the Judiciary Committee. They'll do an impeachment, articles of impeachment, and we will never have had an open hearing on an impeachment vote that goes to the floor. That's ridiculous.
All right, we'll be watching to see what your resolution against the House Intel Chief and how he's handled the impeachment inquiry, Adam Schiff, goes this afternoon. Congressman Andy Biggs from the great state of Arizona, thank you.